This gonna go under my what the fuck section. What the fuck? Excuse me, sir. You say you gonna put me in a straight jacket? Oh, okay. Let me sing you this song and show you my skills. This definitely is one of them ones that I hope this man get all his money from this hospital. These hospitals be swaying down. Did y'all see the what was it? Helping Maya, holding Maya trial? Did y'all see that? Okay, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. But we're going to get into this story. I don't even know. I didn't even peek at this, so I don't know which parts I should read. So it might be a long one. It might be a long one. We are here in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan. Alexander Morris, individually plaintiff versus Ascension Macomb Oakland Hospital. Holly Jackson and Greg Ciesielski. Ciesielski. I don't know. I bet you that's the doctor. I will say Ascension is taking over a lot of hospitals. They've even taken over a hospital here where I live at, and I do not live in Michigan. That was just interesting to point out. We are going to go to the complaint. Well, we can skip that. I think that looked pretty straightforward. Introduction. This case arises out of the racial discrimination of Alexander Morris while attempting to obtain medical treatment on or about April 7, 2023 at Ascension Macomb Oakland Hospital located at 11800 12 Mile Road, Warren, Michigan 48093. Jurisdiction, venue, and parties. Number 2, this court has jurisdiction of this action under the provision of Title 28 of the United States Code 1331 and 1343, Title, is that 5? I don't know my Roman numerals. I said this in another video. I don't know my Roman numerals. Maybe that's 6. I think the V by itself is 5, so maybe that's 6. I don't know. I apologize. Of the Civil Rights Acts of 1964, pursuant to 42 U.S.C. 1981, for alleged racial discrimination in the making of enforcement of a contract. Number 3, venue is proper in this district pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1391B because the defendants reside within the district and a substantial part of the events and omissions giving rise to the claims herein occurred in this district. Number 4, the plaintiff resides in this district. Number 5, the amount in controversy exceeds $75,000, exclusive of costs, interest, and attorney fees. Number 6, defendant Ascension Macomb Hospital is a Michigan nonprofit corporation with its that is operating a business, namely a hospital at 11800 12 Mile Road, Warren, Michigan 48093. Upon information and belief, defendant hospital owned, operated, and or possessed the subject business and party and or managed the property. Defendant hospital is a recipient of federal funding and received payments from Medicaid and Medicare, including payments made by Medicare for plaintiff's treatment. One day I'm going to figure out the difference between Medicaid and Medicare. Maybe one day. Number 7, defendant Holly Jackson was a nurse that worked for defendant hospital and is being sued in her individual capacity. Upon information and belief, defendant Holly Jackson is a resident of Macomb County. Girl, did you get named individually? Is that a special shout out? Hey, who the next special contestant? I don't know how to say his name. God damn. Defendant Greg Ciesielski. Kakaski. I don't know. Kaski. I bet you something sounding like a K. Is a security. Oh, yeah, security guard. Goddamn, I had gave you rank. I had promoted you to Dr. Boo. is a security guard that worked for defendant hospital and is being sued in his individual capacity. Upon information and belief, defendant Greg is a resident of Macomb County. Now, I don't know about that. Wait a minute now, because I'm sure that the doctor, wait a minute, yeah, we got to get into these allegations, because the doctor ain't telling him to do that. The nurse and the security guard took it upon themselves. Please, Lord Jesus, tell me that's true. Because this is going to be one for the books. I know y'all going to try to settle. I don't know if y'all be able to. Factual allegations. Number 9. Plaintiff Alexander Morris is an African-American man and is the lead singer of the famous Motown group, the Four Tops. At the time of the incident, the Four Tops were on a national music tour. God damn, that just made it worse. You was on the road performing. You probably had billboards and radio commercials. They was at work, boo. They just ain't know because they was at work, so they hadn't seen it, and they never in their life seen you or heard of this group. Jesus, I'm gonna compose myself. I'm sorry. If you've never been here before, warning, trigger warning. I am a triggering ass motherfucker, and I laugh and I giggle. I'm just reading this because I be nosy. And some people don't be wanting to read it. They be just wanting to hear it in the background. So I hope you came to just enjoy. Do your dishes or something like that. Just do something else and put me on in the background. I appreciate you. I just got to read that one again, though. Plaintiff Alexander Morris is an African-American man and is the lead singer of the famous Motown group, the Four Tops. At the time of the incident, the Four Tops were on a national music tour with the Temptations and had recently performed at the Grammy Awards. You say you don't know who I be. I understand you may not recognize my face, but motherfucker, pull up the Grammy Awards before you motherfucking assume. This is the most degrading ass thing. I'm telling you, I'm laughing and giggling, but I am highly upset because this shit happens on a regular basis. Because this shit is amazing to me. And they didn't even check. They just knew that this man was just a regular ass Joe Schmo, just like every other regular ass man that bring their ass in here. I promise you that's how I feel, allegedly, in my opinion. Number 10, on or about April 7, 2023, plaintiff was transported to the Ascension Macomb Oakland Hospital emergency room via ambulance. Okay, ambulance. Okay. And he presented to the emergency room with difficulty breathing and chest pains. He was on oxygen, and he had a significant known history of cardiac disease, including the placement of stents and a defibrillator. During his hospitalization, the plaintiff was ultimately diagnosed with a heart infraction that may require a heart transplant, pneumonia, and suffered 3 seizures during his stay. I just want to make sure you get all of the medical shit that's going on right now. I want you to make sure you just take it all in. Just take it all in. Okay? Okay. Number 11, when he presented to the emergency room, plaintiff informed a nurse and a security guard that he was a member of the famous Motown group, the Four Tops, and that he had current security concerns due to stalkers and fans. Oh my God, I can't breathe. My chest is hurting. Please help me. But when you bring me in here, can you please help me? Can you just make sure if anything happens and I'm not conscious, you look out for me? I have security concerns because I have some stalkers and I have a lot of fans. Motherfucker said put him in a straitjacket. They said he crazy. It's no way in fucking hell he could be telling the truth. He gotta be crazy. Not that maybe the heart attack, the oxygen loss, none of that. 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 Put him in a straitjacket. Greg, get the straitjacket. First off, do they still fucking do straitjackets? I didn't even know they did them shits outside of actual psych wards. No, I'm sorry. Let me, you should see me dabbing my lips like I just ate something messy and I'm cleaning something off. Let me get my shit together. I am triggered. I be giving out the warning, but don't nobody give a fuck when I get triggered. I am triggered. This could have been my uncle who was on the Four Tops. I would have felt so bad if I knew him personally. I mean, I feel bad just in general, but if I would have known him personally, because I would never go to a hospital again, first off, and I need a whole heart transplant. I would feel so just, to me, that's dehumanizing. That's dehumanizing. You mean to tell me you couldn't even check what I said and I'm telling you the truth? I literally didn't say anything What part of that sentence? Okay. Y'all didn't come here to hear me fuss. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to just read. I ain't going to say nothing else. We got a lot of pages to get through. Number 12. Shortly after check-in, a nurse, Holly Jackson, a white male security guard, Greg, and a white male emergency room doctor, Brandon Harris Fishman, Dio, racially profiled him based upon a perceived disability and placed an order for a psychological evaluation for plaintiff because they did not believe he was a singer or member of the Four Tops. Dr. Brandon Harris Fishman, D.O., the emergency room doctor who was on staff, met with plaintiff and interviewed him. Plaintiff informed him of his medical history and informed him that he was having difficulty breathing and chest pain. So coherent. Everything sounds normal there. He can make those make sense, but nothing else. Okay. Defendants and Brandon Harris Fishman, D.O., wrongfully assumed he was mentally ill. D.O. wrongfully assumed he was mentally ill when he revealed his identity as a celebrity figure. Defendants and or Brandon Harris Fishman, D.O. made the decision to remove him from oxygen and pursue a psychiatric evaluation instead, despite his clear symptoms of cardiac distress and significant medical history. Number 13, plaintiff had a valid identification of his person and could easily have been identified as a singer in the Four Tops group. 14, Brandon Harris Fishman, D.O. ordered a psychological evaluation for plaintiff instead of ordering the emergency medical treatment he needed. Plaintiff was denied the emergency medical care he needed due to his heart condition and pneumonia. And instead, a security guard was instructed to ensure he was placed into a restraining jacket and or a four-point restraint mechanism, removed his belongings, and plaintiff was told he was going to have a psych eval or psychological evaluation. Plaintiff was referred to, I don't even give a fuck. I ain't even trying. The doctor for the psychological evaluation. 15. Plaintiff asked if he could prove his identity by showing his identification card, and the white male security guard ordered him to sit his black ass down. Sit your black ass down. Sit your black ass down. I'm going to do something that's very hard for me, and I'm going to do what's very easy for a lot of other people. I'm going to say to myself, it's not me, it's not anybody I know. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to calm down. I had to just put my head down for a second. I've not read this. I didn't know any of the context. I saw it. I can't imagine the fear I would go through. And how do you then after that continue with normal life. You know what I mean? Like, no more normal life. No more normal life. I'm afraid at any moment somebody who has the power, who think they think they're of some importance, could easily wipe my life right from out under me. This is disgusting. And I just don't understand why the fuck you are raggedy. I hope you you was a motherfucking security guard. I hope you never work a day. I hope you literally have to go to soup kitchens to feed you and your family. Allegedly, in my opinion, I don't know if I even say that, but that's just my hope. People like this who think that they are literally, you a motherfucking, sit your black, who the fuck are you? You the security guard, boo. Now you named individually in the lawsuit. I lied. I said I was, but I lied. Now you named individually. I hope and pray. I hope and pray. And it's a small thing. It's not that big, but this is huge. Can you imagine being this individual person? I imagine my son. I imagine my uncle. People that I know, just because of what? Why are they doing this? You mean to tell me they would treat anybody, if somebody walked in there looking raggedy and scraggly, like they actually do and say, I was the lead singer of, oh, give me one of the punk rocks, Metallica. They look raggedy as fuck. They all look homeless. They all look, all of the rock punk groups, they look homeless. Anybody could walk in there. You mean they would do that? No. They would say, oh, maybe he's having a mental episode. Let me give him some medicine to calm down. It would not be sit your black ass down and get in a straitjacket. I promise you. Allegedly, in my opinion, I promise you. It gets so exhausting to see this shit over. And it's bad because I'm going to see my girlfriend today, and she is not of my my complexion at all. And I teeter-totter because she has actually said to me in my face, why does everything have to be about race? Because of something I said. Like, I'm not supposed to mention it. The thing is I'm not one of those people who think every other race, everybody in that race is racist, is the thing. But if you can't admit that there's racism for a reason, and it's not our reason, it's not our fault, it's because y'all keep proving that today, 2024, whatever day it is in June, there is still people who will hate me because I'm melanated, but because I don't need a self-tan. I don't need to tan ever. No, it's not dirt. I promise you, it's not dirt. I wash it every day. And I get dirty just like y'all. Like, because your skin cells, when they wash off in the bathtub, are clear or white, and they don't leave a stain. That don't mean I'm dirtier than you. No, my skin sheds just like you. Everything, I promise you, is the same. I worked in a hospital. I have seen every race at their lowest moment. So I don't have any, I won't say that. I don't have any prejudice, beyond my normal personality. Okay, I'm prejudiced just because, you know, the normal things you say, certain races can't drive, certain races can't dance. I can't dance, you know, kind of thing. I have no foot to stand on when it comes to racism, anything. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, we are all the same. I promise you. When you are at your lowest, you are sick, you are about to leave this earth, kind of thing, it does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. You are the same as the rest of us. Medical miracles can only take you so far. I promise you. I promise you. You going off this earth just like the rest of us in the same form or fashion. It's just crazy to me how people really can still seek out people just because the color of their skin and really think that, I don't know. But yeah, she said that to me. I like I said, she got a good personality, so I'm trying to look past it. But I struggle with it myself, and it shouldn't be. I struggle with it myself every time I hang out with her just to see if that's morally right. I literally do. And I have a girlfriend of mine who tell me it's not, I shouldn't, kind of thing. Not that I shouldn't, let me not say it like that. But just, she make me think. And I don't think I'm wrong for thinking. I think I have to be careful. I have to be cautious because I could be hanging out with the wrong one. And I might not make it home just because, why? Because the color of my skin. Yep. Ain't that scary to think about? Have you ever thought about that, going to hang out with your girlfriend and you might not make it home just because maybe all these years they was trying to get you to lower your defenses, and then you was going to be off the earth just because the color of no, you don't have to think, oh good, you don't have to think about that, but some of us actually do. It's real life. Number 15, plaintiff asked if he could prove his identity by showing his identification card, and the white male security guard ordered him to sit his black ass down. None of the nursing staff intervened to stop the racial discrimination and mistreatment of plaintiff. Upon information and belief, the comment was made in the presence of the following emergency room nursing staff: Summer Lobert, Rachel Hemphy, Bernard Sadal, and or Holly Jackson. Upon information and belief, none of the nursing staff reported the mistreatment of use of the racial slur to a supervisor. Moreover, none of the nursing staff thought to simply ask for the plaintiff's identification. Number 16, plaintiff told medical staff he was having difficulty breathing and asked for the oxygen back, but was ignored. Plaintiff asked to have the restraint device removed and asked for his personal belongings back so he could leave and seek treatment at another hospital, and he was told he was not free to leave. Thus, he was falsely imprisoned and deprived of his personal property. During this time, his medical condition continuously declined and he was denied the medical treatment he desperately needed. 17. Several security guards were called to surround the nursing station to ensure plaintiff could not leave. During this entire incident, plaintiff was not being treated for his medical emergency, namely a severe heart condition and pneumonia. Defendant hospital and defendant Jackson blatantly refused to provide plaintiff with medical treatment due to his race and or perceived mental disability. Instead, plaintiff received a deliberate misdiagnosis and received a lowered standard of medical care based on his race that amounted to racial discrimination and delayed his actual diagnosis. Boo, you is imagining shit. You know it was nothing wrong with you, and this is the best care that you deserved. I don't understand the problem. Why does everything have to be about race? This should be hilarious. This is the world that they be like, no, why you acting like that? You're supposed to be happy to breathe the air we breathe. Your vote matters, though. Let me stop. Okay, I'm going into politics now. See, that's how upset I am. I'm done. Oh, my God. Number 18. Is this, oh, my God. Is this really, oh, my God, what saved him? Thank the Lord Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for his wife. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, because this man might not have made it. Think about it if they'd have let him sit there. How many stories do you see where the people in the emergency room just let you sit there till you die? Man, you might not have made it. Jesus. Number 18. Finally, plaintiff's wife came to the nursing station to collect his belongings, and she saw what was transpiring. And plaintiff informed his wife what the doctors thought he was, that the doctors thought he was delusional. Plaintiff's wife informed one of the security officers that he was actually a member of the Four Tops, but he took no action on plaintiff's behalf, and he was left in the restraints and denied medical treatment. A nurse came to plaintiff's side, and plaintiff asked to show the nurse the video of him performing at the Grammys. At the Grammys. You know who I am, boo. You're not supposed to use the do you know who I am. That's what got you in here in the first place. You can't tell people who you is. Just be a raggedy ass black man. Sit your ass down and wait for that heart attack to finish. The nurse realized plaintiff was a member of the Four Tops, and the nurse went and got the emergency room doctor to inform him. The emergency room doctor returned and said he was canceling the psychological evaluation. Oh my God, thank you so much, doctor. I know you were just trying to look out for me and do the best for me. And it was just in your best judgment. You're educated. You've been in college for 10 years. Oh my God, you're like the best. Do you get an award now? Why is he not on the lawsuit? I do have questions about that. I do wonder, are you not allowed to sue the doctor because of his medical malpractice insurance and his lawyers and such? Is it in the contract? Did you sign it away when you signed away your right to consent for treatment? Yeah, I can't sign away my rights because I might be going in there for help and you might do what you think is best. I can't do it. I tell you, the way the Lord put me on this earth is the way I'm going to leave this earth. And that was naturally. So in the middle of my kitchen floor, like my daddy died, in the car on the highway. Hey, look out, heart attack, I'm coming. However the Lord want to take me off this earth, I just pray it's quick and fast, Lord, and it's not at the hands of any other man, because they do not deserve. Number 19, the restraint jacket was finally removed and he was placed back on oxygen. Plaintiff was restrained for approximately an hour and a half or 90 minutes. As aforementioned during his hospitalization, plaintiff was ultimately diagnosed with a heart infraction that may require a heart transplant, pneumonia, and he suffered 3 seizures during his stay. You think it was the stress? But look what they did to make it better. Here we go. Number 20, plaintiff was offered a $25 gift card to Maher's as an apology for the dehumanization and discrimination he faced at the hands of the hospital. He refused to accept the gift card. I bet you if he would have cussed them out and act a fool, they would have called the police and had him arrested for disorderly conduct. That's gaslighting. How someone will rile you up, and then when you act your colors, and then when you act out, you act appropriately, it's never met with understanding. Like, no, you're going to stand here and take all this shit I'm about to give you because do you know what you've done to me? It never quite works out that way. I bet you. He doesn't seem like it, and I don't know him just from the pictures. I'm honestly just judging a book by the cover. Looking at the pictures, he don't seem like the type of person. He might have. I don't know. I ain't seen his wife, though. I promised you. I'd have probably got locked up having a heart attack. I'd have probably died. And they'd have put on the death certificate she killed herself. They'd have said I did it myself. They'd have put on the death certificate that I did it myself. They'd have blamed me. Oh my goodness. I don't know how you even form out of your mouth. When you go to the committee who decides how to repay these people, who decided that person I would have named in a lawsuit. Whoever decided to give me the $25, I would have sued them as well. Number 21, subsequent to the incident, a security guard that worked at the hospital contacted plaintiff and informed him that Greg, the security guard that restrained plaintiff and made racist comments and jokes to him and other co-workers about African Americans, and that he frequently used excessive force with patients. Wow! Really? That's amazing. I never would have suspected it. Number 22, the security guard who called plaintiff also reported that he witnessed employees tampering with the internal incident report made on the incident involving plaintiff, and he believed the use of racial slurs was removed from the internal incident report, and he stated that employees were instructed not to discuss the incident. The security guard also stated that Greg was not disciplined or suspended because of the incident. I wonder why this security guard calling in snitching. Was he trying to get favor with the Four Tops man? Was he trying to get a little kickback? What happened? Why you was calling him spilling all the beans? You could have just went to the police, did a deposition with his lawyers or anything like that. But you called this man personally. How you hit his phone number? I'm just wondering all the things. I got all the questions. Mr. Security Guard who was standing in the back. Do you also call the people who are not famous, who get this injustice done to them? Do you also call them and tell them these things? Do you aid them in any way? Do you ever stop that security guard from doing these things? Do you step in? No? Okay. Number 23, as a result of the above actions and inactions of defendants, as described above and below, plaintiff suffered injuries and damages. Defendants are sued jointly and separately. Now let me see if I gotta read all of these, because sometimes they be backing up. Okay. I don't know if we gotta read them all, but we're gonna read the ones that's different. So we got count 1, violation of 442 USC 1981 for racial discrimination and contract defendant hospital. Number 24, the plaintiff incorporates paragraphs 1 through 23 as if fully stated herein. The count stated herein, this count is pled in the alternative to all other. Okay, I'm gonna skip that part. All right, so I think I'm gonna skip these. The counts usually just be reiterating why they think or how they think the law was broken and they should get that money. They should get that money. Give me that money. I'm went for money. What's this one? Defendant Cecil. Oh, this is count 5. No, I'm not gonna read. Okay. Yeah, so this is just stating kind of what happened and why they think under all of these counts these people is guilty. I was trying to see. Okay, I just wanted to read this one. The prayer for relief. Wherefore, plaintiff Alexander Morrison individually sues defendants Ascension Macomb Oakland Hospital for damages as set forth herein in an amount in excess of $75,000. Oh, that's it? That's not bad. He giving y'all a little bit of a discount, I think. Together with post-judgment interest and costs, including but not limited to the following: economic damages, compensatory damages, physical injuries, psychological injuries, emotional pain and suffering, past and future lost wages, attorney's fees and costs, and punitive damages in an amount to be proven at trial, but which is alleged to be in excess of $75,000, including interest, together with costs and reasonable attorney's fees incurred herein, and such other relief as the court deems just and equitable. I almost couldn't say that. I'm about to make me some pizza dough. So I'm in the beginning stages. I just put me some yeast and some water with some sugar, and I'm about to get to it. It looked like it's ready. I need something good on my stomach because this shit right here got your stomach hurting. If it don't got your stomach hurting, it damn sure got my stomach hurting. I do not understand why the hell these people be in public acting like they think they can just act a fool. Like, you can just do whatever you want to because you see these people that you don't like. Okay, I go to work every day and there's a whole bunch of people that I do not like, but I am forced and I do treat them with the most respect that I possibly can, that they may deserve. Okay? And I mean from the lowest of the lowest. I have people who call me that be even throwing around doctor. They a doctor. But they calling me as a motherfucking patient. You're not a doctor in my books. You want to be called doctor because you think you somebody special. Whole time you is sitting here with tumors up in your ass. You going through chemo, radiation. You just want treatment. I'm not worrying about your doctor status. I'm worrying about getting you on these books. Getting you to whoever you need to be in contact with. You more so worried about, you know who I am. You keep worrying about that shit. You keep right on worrying about that shit. Only thing I hear is disdain. Only thing I hear is fucking raggedy ass stuff. Like when you say it, the little evil voice come out in my mind. I don't give two shits about that. And the fact that you think you're going to make me call you something to put you up some prestige like you above me, like they be upset. I'm a doctor. I just need to talk to my doctor. Okay. You a patient. You don't take prestige. You need a moment of his time while the doctor is actually in with motherfucking patients. I'm not going to interrupt him. I'm not going to move any mountains for you. I'm going to send this good old message and you'll get a call back by the day or tomorrow. Motherfuckers need to be knocked off of this pedestal that they put themselves on, because at the end of the day, I promise you, you just a regular ass person. Cause you went to school for however many years you went to school with, it don't matter. I don't know how many binge drinking days you had. I don't know how many papers you brought. I don't know how much hard work, energy, and effort you actually put into it. I don't know if you are as great of a person that you think you are, that you say you are, that you hold yourself up to be, the position you have. I don't know if you're that great of a person. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to treat you like every fucking body else in this world. Regular ass person, you live and you die. In between is what matters. So our interactions should not be no big hoopla. I shouldn't have to know that you're a doctor. It should be a, hey, I need this. Yes, I can help you with this, and move on with my day. This man could not breathe. That was a easily provable fact. Why is it that even if he was delusional, he did not deserve to live? This man didn't deserve to live the way they treated him. Why? Because he needed to sit his black ass down and just wait his turn. Get your psyche eval. We don't have time to deal with this. We don't have time to deal with this. I don't understand. That's what you're there for. I thought, And like I said, I would be suing more so because at this point I'm afraid to go to the hospital and I now need a heart transplant. That's why I don't understand how they got it off so light. Fucking 75,000 with all these cases that been going. Oh, he was nice. Oh, he was nice. Oh, that's because he probably is old. I will say so. He probably ain't got that much life left in him. Granted, I ain't saying bad, nothing like that. But yeah. By the way, all right, y'all. Well, I hope you stuck around. I hope you was interested. I don't know. Have you seen my blanket? Have you seen my blanket that I made in homage to Donald Trump? If you ain't seen my blanket, check out my blanket. It talk more about black people, but it's in the words of Donald Trump. It's in the words of Donald Trump. And again, people told me I was racist when I made that. So I just don't understand. I just don't understand. I am not racist. I try my hardest not to be racist. If I've ever done anything to you that was racist, I apologize because I did not mean it. I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable in their skin just because of their skin. The only problem is I think I'm probably one of the only people in the world who actually just take it upon myself to randomly apologize for being racist, just to make sure I stay on top of not being racist, for that reason, like to make sure people come from their skin, because most people don't give a fuck, as shown right here. Could you imagine being in a hospital and somebody yelling at the top of their lungs, sit your black ass down? Have your heart attack in peace. Okay, well, we'll see you in court, boo. I can't wait. I'm sure they're going to settle, but I still can't wait. I hope and pray they don't. And if they do settle, I'm going to need y'all to tell me how much y'all settle for, because I need to know the full price, sir. I need to know the full price, and I can't believe you only sued for $75,000. And why didn't you sue the judge? I mean, the doctor. Why the doctor not on lawsuit? All them questions. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.